Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? I'm here to work on my December daily, and I'm working on day number 18 today. So just a quick update on yesterday. I had left it where I glued on a couple of things, and I left that to dry and had to get ready for work. But I came back after work last night, and if you remember, I made two pockets right here. So what I did for this pocket is I took the cover of that little calendar where I used the numbers, these numbers right here, the 16 and the 17, I cut out of the calendar, out of a calendar page. It was just one of these little pocket calendars that I thought was so pretty that I had picked up at a thrift store, you know. So this was the cover. I was looking for something to journal on that was different, something that would fit in this pocket, and so I took the cover. It says 2019 right here. It's I kind of folded it up kind of like a trifold. Here it says a year to remember, and I put this little baker's twine around to keep it closed, and I just tucked the end underneath here, so it just unwraps, or when you're closing it wraps. I put a little hole right here where the baker's twine attaches, you know, and so you just open, and here's a calendar, 2018, 2019. I journaled right here. I told you I was going to write about Star Wars, and when my family came over Monday night, so I did do that, and then I just folded it like this. It was like this, okay, here's the back. So I just folded it, made this the cover, kind of, and did a little fold like that. And then when I close it up, it just wrapped this string around, baker's twine. And at the end, I just tucked it under so it would stay closed. There we go. And I like this. I wanted this blue to stick out a little bit so I'd have something to grab. And so it would look, you know, blue. It's blue, so it matches my blue theme here that I apparently got going on these 2 days. So, and it just tucks nicely right into this envelope. And there we go. And I can still, I can still grab it, and I can still see my happy holidays here. And that was my goal for that page. You saw everything else on this page except for I did make a little tag, and I wrote the day. I've been writing the actual day and date, like either in numbers or writing December out, whatever fits. But I just wrote that on this little, it's just a piece of that envelope, that junk mail envelope that I used for my background here. Made that little tag, put some baker's twine on it, and that fits right in this pocket. And I added this little tag I was thinking about writing on. I just stuck it right there. I thought it was pretty, and the blues went with my blue theme here. And so that was 16. This is 17. And in this pocket, I also made just a little journaling card, and I wrote the date on here for this. So far, I can journal on here if I want. But right now, I don't have anything to write about, so I just wanted this in case I wanted to come back and write something on here. And then I have my day, like I said, day and date on here too. Put a little tab so it would be easy to pull out, and that just fits right in there. And those 2 pages are done. So here I am with a blank page for today. I looked around for a background, and I need to, I'm starting on the back half now, this first signature. And so the first side has gotten a little chunky, so I need something to hold it down as I'm going to work on this page. But first, let me show you what else I did. I worked on the actual book a little bit last night too. Had some fun with that. Super fun. Had a couple of, I think, good ideas. So as I was working on that center, you know, spread here, I noticed, you know, my book's getting a little chunky, but I went to work on the second half for next year, and I had pulled out some pages as I'm cleaning up my craft room here from my Christmas journals. I pulled out some pages that I wanted to put in for next year. So I put in the pages. I've got it all ready now for next year. I figured out I need 8 I think I figured out I need 8 papers when you fold them in half, that's 16. But if you count fronts and backs, that's 32. Just enough for a month, right? You can have one page like this for every month. And, whoops, upside down. And you don't have to use your cover. That's not counting the front and back. That's just counting, like starting here, 1, 2, like that. I put the pockets here just like I did in the first signature. I've got my papers already. Now I can rearrange these. I'm not going to, I'm going to do the same thing next year that I did this year. Not going to sew this in until after I get done next year with filling these papers up, or these pages. So I'll just flip through and show you. I've got, this is the same paper, you know, scrapbook paper that I used for this signature. So I made a cover. And then I've got, you know, some computer stationery, planner paper, just like in the front, the Happy Holidays stationery, a book page. I didn't put that in the first signature, so that'll be different if I actually do a page on here. It's small, so that'll be challenging when I'm used to, you know, this year working on all like pretty good sized pages here. So that old, this is the old like 1970s or whenever this was from, Christmas printer paper, planner, another book page. This is a piece from a calendar. You can see a really cute picture here. Here's the back. That'll be fun to work on. This is another calendar. This is actually the cover. So this is the inside of the cover. This is the, oh, this is not the cover. It's just so stiff I thought it was the cover, but it's really thick, kind of thick cardstock. But it has a year of riddles on the back. And then this is a vintage calendar that somebody had used, and they put these stickers all over, so I thought that would be fun. And then the back half, you know, of the second signature. And then I had an idea where I was getting this together. I noticed how this was kind of getting in my way, so I thought it would be neat to be able to tie this up. So I put a ribbon on here, like it's going to be sewn in. Okay, it'll be sewn in, but next year when I'm working on this one, I can tie this together. I just glued this around, glued here and glued here, and I'm going to sew it in, so it'll be like this. And then, like next year when I'm working on this one, I'll just tie this together and have it so, you know, it's out of my way. It'll be tied in a little bow, and here I did add a 2019 right here too, from a calendar. Put that there, and I'll put a 2020 right here. But this will be tied and out of my way next year, you know, held closed. And then I can, you know, have more room without this popping over or anything to work on the second signature. So I did the same thing to this signature for next year. Put a ribbon on here. So right now, while I'm not working on this, this is not, of course, bulky or anything right now. But I can just tie this up and keep this out of my way. And, you know, I might do that in my other journals. I've never seen anyone do that, and I really think it's an excellent idea. And like I kind of have said a couple of times, this journal, I've just kind of been experimenting and trying things in so that, you know, I can try them out in here, and if they work, something that, you know, is a good idea and works, I can use in my journals that I make for my shop. So there you go. That signature's all tied and out of my way, so I can open this one up. As I said, I had put the date here. Also on the cover, I went ahead and put a 2019 on the spine, and I'll put a 2022 here, also, not 2020 here also. And that will, you know, if I sit this on a shelf when I'm all done with this book, I can look at it and say, oh, you know, this journal is for those years. So, and I added this pom-pom. I don't know if I showed you that. This is just held on with a binder clip, but I had made these two pom-poms and hadn't done anything with them, so I added them as like a little side tassel to my journal. And you can see how that looks. They look pretty cute together, right? And you can see those little bows too from the two signatures will look cute here on the side view from, you know, the journal. So I think that's looking really neat. It's starting to look pretty chunky there. And I'm only halfway through the first signature. So I thought, let's see if I can do today, like at least, like I don't know what's going to happen today. Like I'm going to work, so, you know, nothing exciting planned today. But I want to tie this a little bit bigger so I don't have as much hanging out. Or I can always cut this off too. I just kind of left it because I did. I wanted to. So I wonder if I could curl this up a little bit more too. But yeah, I wanted to see if I could get like my base page down for today. And then I can write tonight if I want to or not. Whatever, you know, whatever I want to do. Okay, yeah, that looks better. A little bit of curly ribbon here. It's not curly ribbon, but you can curl it if you want. Okay, there we go. Now maybe that'll stay out of the way. Okay, so we're going to day 18. I was putting away my Cricut, my little Cricut children's magazine that I had used in my Jingle Bells journal. And I wanted to, you know, I thought, well, maybe I can use a page for myself. I don't have to just use it for my journals that I sell. So I pulled out this page. It has some red on it. And so this piece was even torn down here. So it's a good piece strip to cut off. And because I need it narrow enough to fit on this page. And I want to keep these little creatures down here. These are the little crickets and things from the Cricut magazine. And with the red, I thought it would be a good, it's from the December issue of that Cricut 1974. So if I do this, I can keep my little creatures down here, have a good background with some color. I mean, this would be fine, but I just thought I want to use a book page for my Cricut, so why not go ahead and put it right here on a plain page. Then when I get to pages that have things on them that I don't want to cover up, I won't have to worry about it. I'm just going to cut off a little strip at the top, trying to cut off as least as possible here, so I can keep as much as possible from this, you know, page, because I think this magazine is so cute. So let's see, will that fit? Will that fit? It will fit, I think, if I get it just right. So yeah, I want this side with the little cricket. Here's the little crickets, and here's the cricket and a little spider and a snail and all kind of little bugs down here. They're so cute, and they're kind of talking to each other. So let's see, glue. What kind of glue do we want to use? I'm going to go ahead and use, I'm just like, my go-to seems to be art glitter glue now. I just want to make sure things stay down. A lot of things do stay down with my glue stick, but some, you know, if I want to make sure it's 100% sure it's going to stay down, I either use my art glitter glue or my Fabri-Tac. But I do use my, you know, you see me use my glue stick a lot too. Sometimes I'll use my glue stick in the middle and then use that art glitter glue on the sides. That works too. So let's get this. I have to get this right down to the edge here on the bottom for it to fit on here. Okay, I think I got it. Yes, I do. Awesome. Okay, that worked out well. Got my little cricket and creatures on the bottom. Got my color here, the red. Okay, and the other thing I've been having sitting here that I wanted to use in my December daily was this little card. It's a vintage card that I picked up. A couple packs of these I found last year in a thrift store, and I've been putting them in my journals. You can see they're kind of starting to brown. Did these have a year? No. It's American Greetings, I think, yeah. But no year, but still you can see that they're, you know, they look vintage, and they are. I put a little piece of paper here just to cover, I covered up my stitching. That's what I did. I put some coffee dyed paper here, or just some paper I had sitting around, covered up my stitching because I stitched on the front. I was kind of experimenting again for my journals to see if I could do this for journals that I sell, or, you know, make this into something for journals that I sell. So I wanted to see what stitching I liked, and if I could stitch, and what stitching I liked on one of these little cards. So I did 4 different stitches here, pretty much. This one I like. It's a little like, I just did a little like X's over here kind of like a cross stitch on this side. I like this. I love the French knots. I did French knots on the Christmas tree. Maybe you can see them. I just did a little line here, kind of like a straight stitch across the water here in front of the snow. It looks like water. It looks like snow and then water, but I don't know. It's just blue right here. So I did a line of blue there, red French knots, green X's. I did a little, there was something up. Was there something up here? Or I just wanted to make something up there. So I tried that, and that worked out well. I just kind of said, I want to make a little star up here. And I just did little straight stitches, you know, around in a circle. So that came out cute. That's in blue. So I've got the green, red, blue, blue. And then this one here is, I think this is called a feather stitch. It's probably my technique. I didn't do that well at the feather stitching. But, I mean, I did it right. I don't know. I don't think it looks that great right there. But like I said, I was experimenting and I wanted to see what did look good on here. So for myself, my own personal opinion is I like them all except for the feather stitch. That I think it's just too much for this card, really. And these other ones are small, and you don't even, like if I covered this up, you almost don't even notice the other ones. They look like they belong there. This one doesn't look like it belongs here. So, but this is for me, and I'll remember my little experiment here when I look back on this. And I'm going to put this one right in here. So this can be a journaling card. You know, I can come back and write in here if I want to. So right now I'm just going to glue it down on my background. And so another fun, kind of simple page. But, you know, by the time you get your different pieces in here, it just comes out, you know, so pretty and nice, and something, you know, to remember, to look back and remember. I got these little cards, you know, maybe I'll write about that. I got these little cards in 2018. Write about what I did with them, put some in my journals. I actually sold a few separately in my Etsy, and I had sewed some lace on them and just sold a little set of them in my Etsy as a set of cards. Put some in my journals, and now I'm using one in my own personal journal. And, you know, I have a few left for next year. So, let's see. I think I'll put it near the top. Then I won't completely cover up. There's a little sailboat right here. And I'll have some of the red sticking out around. And then have room on the bottom to do something. I just... thinking. Okay. I'm going to leave a little bit of room on the top in case I want to put some kind of sticker, or, you know, because I write that I haven't picked out my number yet. And I got to have a place for the date and day on each page. Okay, so that's going to be glued down good. Right there, kind of in the middle of the top section. Now, I really got to get serious about using up my bits and pieces here, because if I would tilt the camera over, but I don't want you to see my mess I've got here. But here's that calendar. I used part of that. I've got pieces from the envelope that I cut up yesterday, still sitting here. I've got pieces like this, pieces of cards, and pieces of, I've got a border here to use. Let me see if I want to put this on here. Let's see, that's my blue. Yeah, I could put this over here. That would be cute. Use this up, or part of it anyway. Could put it on the side. That would look cute, right? Yeah, I like that. Let's go for it. And then I use up a big piece of this border. I have this little piece left. That looks cute. I like that. Sorry. It's morning. It's morning and crafting before work. Yeah, I'm trying to, I tried to sleep later, but I couldn't, so I got plenty of sleep. Got plenty of sleep last night, woke up, And so I'm trying to be good and do a little exercise. So I did that this morning. I didn't want to. I want to be in here. I don't want to exercise. It's so much more fun to be in here. But I was good. I exercised today. So I need to do that. Get our exercise. Okay, so that looks pretty. Blends in with the green on here. Brings it all together. Got red and green and yellow over here, some blue. Okay, what else can I use up? Here's a little corner, which I don't think I'm going to be able to use here. I don't want to cover up my creatures. I'll put that in my pile here. I've got these snowmen that I said I wanted to use. I wonder if I could put this somewhere. Make a little pocket. Don't really like that there, though. The colors are a little different, so put that over here. This is a strip of that red paper that looks like handmade paper. I could put that up here. No, I don't like that either. Here's a corner tuck, a Christmas tree. Again, I don't want to cover up my creatures, so if I put anything down here, I've got to have something small. A snowman. I'm going to cut off this little strip. I probably am not going to need that. At least I'm making a little pile. I have a little baby here. A little Tim Holtz baby. I could put him down here. Or her. She needs a background now. She needs a background. If I were to put her somewhere. Just for the heck of it. Let's see. Let's put her up there. Back up there for a minute. Cleaning up. Cleaning house. I've got this piece I want to use. Maybe for tomorrow. I was going to use it in one of my journals, but I didn't. And I love it. So it needs to go somewhere. Stickers. These are stickers from Harmony. These could be cute. I've got a snowy winter scene here. Let's see what would be appropriate. Maybe, let's see, today is the 18th. I need a date. I need a number 2 also to put on here. Let's see, little stickers. I just got these. Let me use up some of my older stickers. These are the older stickers from my 2006 scrapbook kit. These would be cute down here to put some stickers. Let's see. Let's put a toy soldier down there. This looks like a toy soldier. I think I just put a couple of stickers here. On top of the sailboat, but you can still see the sailboat. Maybe I'll put one on either side. Okay, now in the middle, more stickers or something else. Let's see, I've got a corner, got pieces of scrapbook paper here, the stickers, my sticker pile's over there. I've got a postcard that I want to use on one of my pages. I've got these little tags that won't fit there. More corners, white corners. This piece I wanted to use somewhere that I cut out from a box. More of that menu, which could be for tomorrow, as a background. More of the menu. Some of the scrapbook kit I'm using in here. Too big. Let's see, these tags I need to make a separate pile with, because I'm going to save these for next year. I'm not necessarily wanting to use those up. I just got those this year. Little piece of flower here that I could color. Christmas trees, border. Put that over here for tomorrow. And then I have border on either side of these 2 pages. Strip. Okay. Oh, goodness. Oh, here's something. This would be cute. I wonder if these would fit here. These little mittens. They're little mittens that are from that 2000. Let's see, your thumbs go like this. get them in the right direction, right? So either like that. That's how they're supposed to go. They don't look that good right there, though. They're too close to each other. And yeah, I have to do something else. These might look cute on those little pockets. Those little white pockets I just showed you. I wonder if they would fit on here. Like, they're actually too big for that. Okay. Just wondering, I want to use those and haven't found the right spot yet. Okay, I've got one of my little two froms here. Too big though, and I don't want to cut it. Okay. I've got labels from my, let me see this. Some layering maybe with that little special handling. These little pieces from my Shabby Dabby Doodah Design Team project. This is just a piece of tissue paper. This is left over from, yeah, this is left over from my, altered book. I used tissue paper in there. And it was the cover of the tissue paper that had some pretty, designs on it. I used a couple pieces in that journal, and now I had this little piece sitting here. Didn't throw it away. And now it's going to go right here. A little bit of color right there. And then on top of that, my little special handling. And this page will be about done. It can go pretty quick. Especially if you just have a bunch of stuff that you want to use up, and, why not glue it down and make it look pretty in your book. There we go. I still need my number. Could put my number in here, my 18, and then I'll write something. Let me see if I have a strip of something, maybe another label, but it has to have room to write on it. I could put my label sideways. Who said I couldn't? Who said I couldn't, right? I can put it sideways. Here's a strip of paper. Any other labels that are, I could put a strip of this paper here from the yesterday. I wonder, I like the label, sideways label idea. Anything else? Anything else? No, not really. This, I wonder, I have my pen right here. This is not really what I have my envelope too I could cut. I'm just wondering, do I want to put a strip of this at the top? Like right over here? Because I just want to, I think I want to. Okay, where is that extra envelope? It's not, here it is. Okay, I think I'll cut a piece, a longer piece than that one is what I'm getting at. I need a little bit longer piece. So let me cut a longer piece here. Okay, now I don't, this piece is, this end is a little, needs to go away. It's not flat. Okay, let's see. And this is not straight. So it was straight there, not straight here. Okay, here we go. Now I need to cut it down to fit about right there. And I need to write on it 12, 18, 19. See how the, yeah, it shows up pretty good on here. I've got a black pen here so that I can write on things that, not necessarily white or something, but I want to make sure it shows up. So I have my pretty green and red pens, but I want to make, if I have something I want to make sure it shows up, I'm using my black pen, just a black pen. So 12, 18, 19. Today is Wednesday, so I'm just going to write WED with a line under it. That is the day and date. It's going to go right there. I just wanted something something different. That's why I didn't use the other label. I just wanted something different as far as this page goes. I know it's all over the previous page, but the unexpected. The unexpected. Didn't expect me to use that, did you? There we go. Okay. Now all I need is my number, so I'm going to look for a number. I mean, it's just the morning of 12/18. Like I said, I can write about these little cards in here where I got them so that when I look back I can say, oh yeah, I remember that. And whatever else I want to write about today, got plenty of room. And I'm going to look for a number to put in, probably inside here, unless I've got pretty much all my room covered up except for up here. If I find something small to put right here, I could put a number right there. So that's it for right now. I hope you enjoyed it. I think it came out cute so far, and I will update you tomorrow, and we'll work on the next page. Look, maybe I already have it started here. So, see you later. Have a great day. Happy crafting.